Good afternoon, everybody. YouTube, subscribers, friends, family, all of you. Hope your day's going good. Hope you're blessed today. You woke up, so that's a blessing in itself. January 13th, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Almost. Close enough, per se. Title of this video is going to be Black Sheep. Yep, I was the black sheep of my family. Kind of like being treated like a second-rate citizen my whole life when it comes to my brothers, my only sister, who's gone on to heaven, I hope. Yeah, being a black sheep, that's shows a lot of family love toward your brother, your blood brothers. Did it affect me in life? It might have. But you know what? The way I view things, everything in life is a learning experience in one way or another. And if you're not learning something every day new, then you could be messing up if you're not learning. So anyways, being a black sheep. Oh, let's see. Your family not wanting to invite you to family get-togethers. Kind of dreaded when you walked in the door, you know. Yeah. Being put down behind your back. Having your daughter come home crying when your daughter's in her 30s. Yeah. Spent some times with her aunt. A bunch of her aunts, a bunch of her uncles, and it was when my mom passed away, and I had to go to Denver. And so I went to Denver, came back, and from where I was, it was an hour and 20-minute drive, something like that. But anyways, I get back home, and my daughter's in tears because of the way my brothers, not my sister, the way my brothers and my sister-in-laws just love to talk about their brother Dave and how enough to make her cry, you know. But anyways, I know there's a bunch of us black sheep out there, and it always seems we find each other one way or another. Is that to replace your brothers and your sisters that you were supposed to have? Could be. Because I know for sure the ones I've met, they sure are more understanding and more loving than my blood ones are. Yeah. And why is it the black sheep find each other? Why is that? It's because we all travel down the same path. Excuse me while I have one of my cigarettes, or part of one of my cigarettes. Yeah, I know, you're thinking I should quit. I've tried a few times. It hasn't worked. Don't believe in man's pills. I don't believe in the doctors. Don't believe in the dentist. As you can see, my teeth are a bunch missing, but that's all good. And you might ask yourself, well, why don't you go to the dentist? Well, when I was very young, my dad got into this whole drinking pure water kick. We got a distiller. We started drinking distilled water. And so one day I asked him, I said, well, what's wrong with the water coming out of the faucet? He told me there's fluoride in it. Fluoride? What's fluoride? As a kid, didn't know. Well, being my dad was the dad he was, he told me go look it up in the dictionary. So I did. And found out that fluoride is a neurotoxin. Well, the dictionary didn't really go into too deep of a detail other than fluoride attacks the nervous system. I said, okay. So then I went and asked my dad. Well, I found out what fluoride is. It's a chemical, and it attacks the nervous system. What's the nervous system, Dad? Being young, I didn't know what a nervous system was. He says, well, he goes, when you cut yourself and you feel that pain, he goes, there's nerves there. He goes, your nervous system is like your body electrical system. He goes, there's wires. He goes, think of it as wires everywhere in your body. And those are nerve endings. He goes, and as they go up your back, it gets bigger, the nerve. Because they all come together and go to your brain. Okay. And I said, well, if fluoride attacks the nervous system, why do they put it in the water? And he said, well, that's a good question. He goes, I really don't have the answer for that. Other than more than likely they're putting poison in our water for some reason. And being the black sheep in the family, I always seem to go off on these little, I don't want to say go off on these little things, but Dad took me to a group of people called Silva Mind Control. And more or less what that was self-hypnosis. Put yourself into a kind of a hypnotic state. Well, when you do that, you can access your subconscious. Or at least I could when I was young. Being able to do that and have that, and I was pretty good at it being young. And they said the reason I could do it so well is because I was young and I was tapped into it. You say tapped into it. Yeah, I was tapped in more. As I got older, I found out I was tapped into the spiritual realm. And being tapped into the spiritual realm, you learn early, very early, the good side of it, that there's a good side of it, and there's a very bad side of it. What we're seeing in our world today is a lot of the reason we see, we're seeing evil. So, I know I'm kind of getting off subject, huh? Oh, well. Anyways. Being the black sheep, I was raised kind of in a way that I got to the point where I don't care what people think about me. To be honest with you, you can think what you want. I've been called crazy. I've been told I need to go see doctors. There was an old saying going around that if you talk to God and God talks to you, then you've lost it. No, you've lost it. Because me being able to talk to God and you not being able to put your grasp around it is because you don't understand the spiritual world. The Bible says the battle for you is spiritual, not physical. So it's the spiritual you that God and Satan, Lucifer, are fighting over. Real simple math. Everybody wants to make it so complex, but it's not. Everybody has a spiritual side. Can everybody tap into it? In my opinion, yeah, they should be able to tap into it. But we have a group of people that they don't want you to tap into your spiritual side. They don't want you to know nothing about it because they want to be the enlightened ones. Because if you have this special thing, then you're an enlightened one. Well, I guess I've been enlightened because some of the things I've experienced in my personal life would just blow some of you people away. I can meet somebody and within 5 minutes tell you what that person's like, especially if we shake hands. I feel your energy. In that movie Avatar, where that alien and the humans have an avatar thing. They go into the alien's body but anyways, the avatar was, can you feel me? Yeah. There's people out there that can feel you. You want to call, you could even almost call it a invasion of privacy by a handshake. If I walk down the street and see a ring laying on the ground, I have to be really, really careful not to physically touch that ring, because that ring holds energy from the human that was wearing it. And where that human's been, or where that whatever. I've picked up rings barehanded before and didn't get them 2 foot off the ground and was dropping them because there were bad feelings in it. And whoa, is that something I got because I was a black sheep? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, guys, I'm going to shut this one off. Tell y'all to have a good evening. I probably won't do no more tonight. Hopefully we can do 1 or 2 tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens. So anyways, God bless y'all. I love you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And Mr. or Mrs. Black Sheep out there, if you've been in that world, you know what it's like. God bless you. Because you've put, I guess to say you've put up with more than what we deserve. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful one. Good night. God bless.